Let me see. So, welcome to this Saturday live stream. I think it was some time since I streamed last time. Then I finished the picture in Masha's Fairy Tales. And I was away, and then I had a headache last week, and today, Saturday is not my best days, it seems to. Today I'm a bit sick, a bit of a cold. Hello, Lassie! But I am not so tired as yesterday, so I thought I will give it a try at least. And today I'm not having coffee. This is a tea day, so I took a cup with a big what is this? So it will not be so easy to spill for me. And some tea for my throat. And I have a tea. Hello, Christina. Feel good. Tea with strawberry, lime, and cinnamon. And I even have a tea, Earl Grey tea, chocolate. So it's tea and Kirby Saturday. So Rebel, Lossie, welcome, and anyone lurking, welcome too. Yeah, it's been a while. As I said, I don't even remember why. I think I was away one weekend, and then I was going away to see a friend, but then I got a headache instead, so then I was in bed all day. And today I'm also a bit off, but at least I will give it a try. Maybe I can't stream for 3 hours, but I will stream as long as I have energy for, because I wanted to meet you. And I want to color that Kirby page. Kirby's always intimidating, I think. So first I wanted to show you, I have this fairy color me. Hello, Mona, welcome. So I have this Color Me a Fairy House color along going on Instagram, and I had to extend it. It was in July, but I extended it to August as well because I have so many fairy houses I want to color. There are so many in my books. I could even do it in September because I have realized there are pages in other books like Maria Trolle's books and some in Johanna Basford's books that I would like to do, but right now I'm doing this in Sager and Sagner together with Evie, EMCP on Instagram. We are doing a body coloring. I haven't done much pages in this book for a long time, so this will be nice. And something totally different is, as you can see, the colors. This was an old whip that I decided to finish now, and well, it's very colorful so far and dark, so I don't know really how to. A bit messy too with the colors because I think I have done the background. That was the thing I had done before. I think I have done it with Tombow, and they are water-based and they are very good, but if I even have a tiny bit of water close to the edges, then the black goes into the picture. And I have been using some watercolor pencils, and it have been a bit messy around the edges, so we'll see. That is one fairy house, and I think I have two more going on for my color along. I have started this book, this cute Los Colores Mágicos de las Hadas by Angela Gonzalez, and I have started a fairy house in this too. Here it is. And it's not very good paper as it's Amazon printed. So usually I use water-based markers as a base layer and then like Prismacolor on top. But this time I tried just pencils, colored pencils. So it's a bit tricky to get the color in, but I'm doing that. And my last fairy house before we're gonna start Kirby is in Fairy Celebrations, and it is this one. It's the house from the front page. So I wanted it to do it like this, you know, when you have something colored in already, the picture, it's easy to feel like I want to do it exactly the same, but I tried to do the house in another color. So that is my fairy houses. And let me see. Yeah, Lossie, that's a good idea. You can mod for me as no mods are here. I don't think anyone knew I was going to stream because I didn't know myself. I didn't want to do a post on Instagram in case I would feel worse after lunch because I'm not 100% well. I have a little bit cold. I was on a mini holiday tenting some miles away at something called the High Coast in Sweden. And it was so cozy and so nice. And we were hiking and walking. And I think hiking and walking is the same. Hiking is like walking in the nature. I hope it's that, because that was what we did. And tenting and slept in there. And it was nice. But after, it felt like I needed another vacation just to sleep. So that is what I have been doing. I have been so low, so I didn't even wanted to color. I just lay in bed and try to read something and sleep. Here it is. So let me see. So this is the page I'm going to start now. It is in this Colormorphia, which is a book with pictures from many of his books. The books I don't have, but I have this collection with some of the pictures. So I guess this is in one of his other books, but I don't know the name. Solveig, welcome. Welcome to, I think this is the first, no, I have been doing another Caribbean page on stream, I think. Didn't I do this one? I think, at least part of it. Leslie, hello and welcome. So I didn't know if I was going to stream today, but I have my tea and I have you and I have taken some painkillers, so I will stream for a while at least. Okay, let's see. My first plan was to do this turquoise, this jellyfish, because this is the jellyfish I will start with. But then I was searching for inspirational pictures and found one more like glowing yellow orange, and I fell in love with that one, so I might do it that way instead. And I don't have a plan really for all these details, but I think I will do a pit pen background in blue, and then I think I can color on top of that if I want to do some color change, make some parts more dark or light or things like that. That's what I hope for. Now I just need to find some kind of white, because my plan is to take away the black lines on the jellyfish, at least around the edges, because I want it to be more translucent. And I think the lines will kind of make it not look like that. So let me see. I do have some different things here. I might try the gouache or the gesso. Okay. So as I said, I took a cup with a big bottom. Is bottom the right word? So I won't so easily tip it over, because we have had some water and tea and coffee accidents on my streams unintentionally, but I hope I will not do it today. Okay, let me see, some gouache, and now I don't have any palette. If I need to have some little water in it, maybe I can use, this is just a paper I mean, it's not perfect, but maybe I can use it in anyway. And let me see, do I have any brush that will work for this? I can't find any really good, but I will choose this. It's an acrylic one. It's very, very long. And let me see. Just a little bit water on the brush. So this is kind of an experiment because I have not... I mostly use... what is the name? Posca pens. But I thought that would be too slippery. Now when I'm gonna use it, yeah, maybe even for some details inside it, I will try this at least. I got inspired by Olivier Odorant because I have been interviewing her for the podcast. I have not been able to edit it yet, but she was talking about how she used that, and I also saw it on one of her videos. More, I think I need a little bit more water. I think my family just went outside and are cutting the grass. So I can sit here and listen while they are working. That's good. Oh, I almost dipped the brush in my tea. I don't know about these bubbly things, if I want them to be a bit hidden, maybe. Maybe I'll make them a little bit more invisible, not unvisible. But that, I really like that word, invisible. Sorry. Maybe the coloring community need a secret language, like, you know, when you were a kid and had a secret club together with your best friend and you made up some strange secret language. But I guess if you're not coloring and would read posts from coloring people, you would feel lost anyway, because I guess we are using words that people don't understand. Hello, Elin, and welcome. Welcome, Elin. So if you say it's a perfect day for a stream, I guess you're not working today. I didn't tell you about my stream because I didn't know if I were going to stream just before this, as I have been a bit tired, a little sick, but then I felt a little bit more energy than yesterday and I wanted to stream because this is my last Saturday before I start to work again. And I think it will be okay when I start work, when you know, when some days when we are into it again. But right now it feels like, no, I don't want to. Oops, too much water. Oh, now I can see my family cutting the grass outside the window. while I am having a nice time in here with you. Maybe not the nicest. Okay, I hope you can see me. I don't know what happened. If you can see me and hear me, can you write something so I know that I'm still here, or if I need to restart? My connection seemed to go away. I don't know why. You're back. Oh, perfect. Yeah, sorry, Elin. I forgot that I have some chocolate. This is the tea day, as I have a bit of a cold, so it's Earl Grey chocolate, and I have a pot of tea. I think I'm gonna take the chocolate now. Oh. Yeah, it had a little bit taste of Earl Grey, not so much though, and that's good because I thought that would be a kind of not so nice taste. I haven't used gouache before, gouache, for this, covering lines, so it's a test, so I don't really know how much water to have. No water at all seemed too little, but it's easy to have too much water too, so we'll see. And I don't know how it will feel to color on top of this when it have dried, but that's part of the experiment. My plan was to do this just with the, oops, too much water again, just with the edges, like this one. But then it had so many details inside, so I thought I'll do it all over this jellyfish. Now the paper is a bit buckly, a bit wavy, uneven of the water and the gouache, but I hope it will be okay when it's dried. I hope you are okay today. Maybe you are doing some diamond painting or some coloring or crochet or anything, or just resting. I was so happy. You're diamond painting right now, Lossie. And Bea, you love a good wave in your paper. That's good. Embrace your wavy and buckly paper, because it means you have experimented and had fun. Yeah, I know diamond painting is such a good company, a good hobby for many people. It reminds, the one time I tried it, it reminded me of the feeling I get when I color, but you don't have to choose colors It's almost like painting by number, but that is not my favorite way of coloring. But for diamond painting, it's very relaxing, I think. I could totally understand why people like it. It's very calming. And the sparkle from the diamond pearls. The sparkle always makes us happy. Well, I can't talk for you, but I think sparkle makes many people happy. Yeah, Lassie, exactly. It reminds you of cross stitch, which you used to love when you was younger. Yeah. And you love water media in your books, so you embrace the waves. Bea, perfect. Yeah, I have to do that as well. I will not. I will try not to feel like I'm ruining the book. Yeah, I can understand that. Cross stitching. I also liked to do that when I was younger. That is also, you have a pattern you're following. At least I did after a pattern. I didn't just made up my own. It was really relaxing, and you have to be really focused to get it right. So yeah, I have liked that too. Now it was some years ago since I did it, but that is just because I got obsessed by this coloring thing. Okay, maybe something like this. I'm not sure I have covered everything, but I don't think it matters. And we have these things going down, tentacles. I hope that's the word. Should I do them as well? Maybe, as I still have paint left. I'm not really sure if how I want them to look, and I don't know if I'm gonna add this paint all over it or just for the jellyfish. So later today I will do a post on Instagram with all color alongs on Instagram this month, this new month, August, that I know about. I was going to do it before this stream, but I did something wrong. I had the same color along on several pages in my collage, so I have to do it again. Okay, my plan was to do it so opaque so the lines not so visible, but still so I could see them shining through, so I know where to color. And here it's almost so opaque so I can't see it through. I have to try to. I have to make it less opaque with some water. So I'm not often doing Kirby pages, so this will be a challenge, as I think they are fantastic, really, really fantastic, but they have so many details. And you might know that I prefer pictures with less details. So for a long time I didn't own any Kirby book, but then I wished for one, and then I bought his latest myself, because I think his imagination is remarkable, and his skills. And okay, I think I have passed some kind of I don't know the word, but I have switched from just buying books that I feel I must color to some books that I feel like, okay, I don't know if I ever gonna be able to color in this book, but it's so beautiful, so I want to own it, just for the, like an art book. Hello, Andrea, welcome. That's why I finally ordered one of the Forest Girls books, number 2, the one with premium paper. I haven't received it yet, but that is one book that I don't know if I'm gonna dare to color in it, but it's so beautiful. So I think I will be happy just flipping it through, like almost like reading it. Some nights ago when I was in bed, I actually read Kirby, this book, like flipping it through and smiling at all his small details. And I also bought I don't know if it's in Japanese or a Korean book, Mysterious Cats, I think it's called. And it's also one book that I'm not sure I will dare to color in, but it made me so happy to flip it through. And I know I probably shouldn't keep buying books, but they make me so happy. And that was a book I had been watching and wanting for some years, so I thought, yeah, I want it. Oh, you have Forest Gump too, Leslie? Yeah, the pictures are so beautiful. And I think in all those books, the pictures are already, there are a version of the pictures next to it. Like the illustrator have already have like a picture with colors. So I don't know if that's gonna make me, it feels like I will have a hard time not to try to copy those colors, and but we'll see. Anyway, the pictures and the illustrations are so beautiful, and I've heard that the paper is really good in that one, so it will be nice when it comes. It can be hard these days to order things from other parts of the world, as you know, the posts are not running as usual these days. This strange year of 2019. Wait, 2020. Sorry. So I was happy when I found that it could be sent here. I think I might be outside the frame now so you can't see. I'm just doing the same thing, but you know my desk is so small, so I can't really move around so much. But maybe I will take a break with this gouache and try to actually start to color. And then I can come back and do this later and off screen. All these things here. But maybe, if I'm gonna do the background now, then maybe it's good if I do them all now. At least the ones that are in the background. Okay, maybe I can turn the book around a bit. Oops. So let's see. Well, there are still a lot of details out in the background. What should I do with them? I guess I could just cover the whole page if I want to with white gouache, or I guess so. But yeah, it definitely needs some water, otherwise but not too much. It's a tricky balance to find the right amount of color, paint and water. Need some more water. Need less water. I have a paper tissue near so I can dab off some water and some paint when needed. So many tentacles. I hope tentacles is a word. I think you know what I mean. Tentakler in Swedish. So I might have done that mistake I do a lot when I just take a Swedish word and try to make it sound like something in English and hope for the best. Because I never think I have been using this word in English before. But I'm not sure, maybe I have. Tentacle is correct. Perfect, thank you. Good. Good, good. So it is not just a made-up word for me. Oops, too much water. Oh, too much paint. I'm not very precise now. I hope I can color over in the background so it will not be so obvious where the gouache ends. But it's an experiment, we'll see. We always have the other page with the other jellyfish, if this will be a failure. I think I get a little less careful the more I'm doing this, because I'm a little bit tired of it now. I want to color, not just cover these. But I think I will be happy. If my plan is working, I think this will be worth it, because I have a plan. Lossie, thank you for your support. Yeah, I hope it will be. I don't think a lot of pictures can be failure if you just keep doing things on it. I mean, if it doesn't look good right now, you can always cover it with something. Mostly, at least. You can just keep covering until you're happy with it. You just need to find the right medium that can cover what you have underneath. And of course you need some patience, because you can always abandon a picture. You don't have to finish it. If it gives you no joy anymore, no one will come back and haunt you for that. Oh, I have no idea anymore what is tentacles and what's other stuff. But this seems to be a tentacle from the other one, from the other side, but I will do it as it's coming into the background of this page. Okay, let's flip the book again, carefully, as my desk is so small. It has not grown since last time. I think this might be the last one. It was a tricky one because it's hiding underneath the other stuff. Well, I'm sure I will find more tentacles when I start coloring. And as I said, sometimes I'm not even sure what is what. But let's start like that. Clean the brush. Oh, I forgot to close the lid of my gouache. Some tea. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure is it dried or is it not? I might start a little bit of the background, and my plan is to do a Pitt background, and I'm gonna do it the Peter Hewitt way, which is, she has a video on her channel where she does this with black Pitt pen. I'm gonna use a blue one, and what she does is that she just take a cheap budget studio grade pencil. She uses this And I have the same Faber-Castell Classics. And she does the base layer of that, and then she uses Pitt Pen over. Sometimes when I do this, I need to also do a layer of pencil on top of the Pitt Pen because I can't make it even enough. But I think by having a color underneath, it's easier to get it a little bit even and to cover better. This way I also can see where all the small details ends and starts. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but when I come close to, when I'm coloring on the gouache, you can see I have the same amount of pressure on the pencil, which is not very much. So here it have one color, and then when I come into the gouache, it's much darker. Can you see? Hello, Christina, welcome. Thank you, Rhea, and hello. I hope this will look good in the end, but as always, I am always enjoying the process. And I totally agree that that is the most important. So I think if I was going to do a pencil background, it would be easier to do everything with gouache, so the color would be the same, or you would have to kind of, I don't know how, but do it really dark so you can kind of blend it out, because this line was very, very obvious. And here it seems like I have I forgotten to use gouache here? That line was kind of black, but well. Here it is. You can see wherever it is, it makes this really dark blue compared to the more pale blue everywhere else. So, okay, this was not how I intended it to look, but we'll see what's happening. It was a long time since I used the classic colors. I think they're kind of nice for being a budget pencil. Not my favorite budget pencil, but still okay. Hello, Candice. And welcome to this Sabia. Hello, Sabia. It's this intriguing, scary Kirby, beautiful Kirby page. Shannon, hello and welcome. So nice to see you here again, everyone. As it was some weeks since I streamed. When it's a page with a lot of details, I like to do the background first. Mostly when I do pages, I do the background last, as I want to do my page and see how it looks, and then I get the idea for the background. But with a lot of details in the page, I get a little bit confused, and it makes it easier for me if I have a darker color to kind of frame it in, so I can see what is background and what is the line art. And I don't think that is visible until you add a color. So it's a faster way to kind of make the line art pop out. Oh, sorry, am I outside the frame? I was doing a little blue around this little thing here. I will try to flip around so you can see. So it's just a Faber-Castell Classic blue. They don't even have names. This one is called 344. I actually emailed them once because I wanted the names for them, like what would you call this? Is it that kind of blue or that kind? I want names on them, not just numbers. And of course I could make them up myself, but I wanted the real names. But they said they didn't have names on this set. And as I showed in the beginning, I have this ongoing color along during, it was running through July on Instagram, and I have extended it through all of August, about fairy houses. So I have 4 whips going on for that, and I hope I will be able to finish them and maybe something more, because there are, as always, a lot of other great color alongs going on. But this is the month when I start to work on Monday, so then I know I will have less time and less energy. I think I will be able to color though, because I work from oh, that was not that was part of the line art. Okay, I can't find my eraser. I think I can color, as I said, because I can always find some time, some breaks. You need some breaks, and when you're at work you might go and take a coffee with your friend, but when I'm home I might color instead. But I don't know how much time we'll have for podcasting and YouTubing, and I also want to pick mushrooms. It's the mushroom month. Okay, where was it? Now I can't find it. I have no idea. Where was it? Here, I think. It's some kind of leaf. Okay, so up here it's really tricky to see what is what. I have no idea. I maybe just leave it and go back out here. But I have done 2 interviews. I actually have done three interviews for my podcast. One is finished, the one with Morena Vajak, but it's just released for my patrons so far. It's going to be released sometime in August at least the shorter episode. I always try to do a longer one for my patrons. And I also interviewed Katerina Bobarikina, who does the most amazing transformations of pages directly in the books. So we talk about that, and she also have done some coloring books, but that one I have not been able to edit yet. And the same for the episode I was mentioning with Olivier Olorant. So I do hope I soon will get some more patrons, so I can, because I would need to buy a new microphone and I can't afford it yet. I tried to sell. I have two microphones, the same one, and it's actually not perfect but for podcasting. It's more like a handheld microphone for doing interviews on the run. And when I laugh, this microphone, yeah, it get distorted, so I have to take that away. So I needed to buy another microphone. So I tried to sell, because I have two of those, because I put one in a safe place and then I couldn't remember where it was. So I had to buy a new one. This was some years ago. And then I've of course found the old one hidden in a real good spot some months later. So now I try to sell it, so I will have some money for a new microphone. But no one wants to buy it. So far. I will keep trying. But this works okay. It's just that it's a lot more of editing for me, as it makes my sound so uneven, sometimes very low and sometimes very high. So that is the yeah, and I'm kind of excited about that. I'm gonna do an interview with someone that's not directly connected to the community, but someone that I think will be very inspiring to talk to, and I hopefully to listen to. That is Jane Davenport. She does mixed medium, and she is doing art journaling, and she does classes and books, and she's really seems to a really inspiring person. So I'm very curious about her. So I'm going to talk to her next week if everything works as planned. So I thought I should do, when I was off work, as I have been until Monday, I did more interviews than normal, but then I realized that the thing that takes time is the editing. So we'll see when I have the time. I think you know this if you have a YouTube channel and do videos, that it's the editing that takes time. Okay, my plan was to do the lines in an orange tone, but now they kind of turn into blue as I go around them. We'll see. Maybe I have to go on top again over the gouache with some Posca for more precision. Of course, go pick up coffee. You always are. Yeah, I know, Christine. I know. Jane Davenport has her own line of art material, a lot of pens and sparkle and watercolors and things. So she has a big business, I guess, with art supplies and books and lessons online and things like that. As you can see now, when I'm coming closer to the jellyfish, it gets very, very dark blue. That is where I have the gouache. This I started with covering the jellyfish with Winsor & Newton designer's gouache. But my plan is also to just have this Faber-Castell Classic like a base color. Then I will go on top with Pitt pens. And then hopefully it will cover so we don't have this line anymore. Pitt pens are good if you want a solid background. As it's an ink pen, it will it's not like a watercolor pen. And I guess you might be able to mix them together, like blend them, but I don't know how. So I mostly use them when I just want a solid color, and then you can go on top with the colored pencils to shade and do it more interesting. But as I showed you on another page where I had a black background, where I had used Tombow. I like Tombow too for backgrounds as they have a good brush tip. But it's very, very easy to reactivate it with water. And that can be a problem when you come to the line art. You can kind of mess it up and make the background come into the picture where you don't want it, especially if you are using wet medium for the line art as well. So if you want a background and if you want to do it first and you want it to not be so easily reactivated, if you're going to use water for the rest of the picture, then I think Pitt pens are good. And also Inktense. If you want gradients and things, I guess I would use Inktense. But now when I just want a solid background, a blue background, then I choose Pitt pens. Need some tea. Yeah, you're right. The dark lines look like shadows in the water, but I think they will disappear when I come in with the Pitt pen. Actually, I think we're gonna try now. I'm gonna see if I can find a blue. I haven't seen if I have any good blue. We have the dark indigo, but that is super blue. We have the cobalt blue, sky blue. I think that is too light. Ultramarine, indenthrance blue. I think this is so big background, so it might be that I have to order new pens before it's finished. I guess it would be cheaper to use what is the name again? Inktense. But do I have any swatch scrapped bit of paper? Hello, Melody, and welcome. Okay, so that indenthrance blue, it's really dark. That's actually one of my favorite Pitt pens, and also this dark indigo. But in this case, I think I want something less dark. Maybe this one, this cobalt blue. And that was the ultramarine. How dark do I want to go? I think I will go for the cobalt blue. So let's see how well it's covered. And now I have a little bit problem of seeing where the lines are. Yeah, it's the right color. And with right, I don't mean that there are any right colors, but it was the one I wanted. Okay. It becomes a little bit slippery where the gouge is, and it also becomes a little bit lighter, I think, on top of it, but not so much, so I don't think it's super visible. And I have a plan of doing a video for YouTube with to show my whole collection, coloring book collection, and also then count my coloring books, because I haven't counted them for a long time, so I really have no idea. When Sammy did her interview with me on her channel, I guessed 120. For a long time I had like 60. I think that was the last time I was counting. But I think it's time to count now, because I have ordered more books, a lot of new books since then. But I realized I think it's easier for me to do it when school has started, so I can be on my own here home, maybe on some lunch break or something like that. I can, maybe not just one lunch breaks. I can do that. I think this worked kind of well. It's covering the difference, the line between the gouge and the just where I had this Faber-Castell. And what I like about the Pitt pens is that they have a firm tip, which makes it easy to use in small areas. I like them for mandalas and things like that too. And also the tip, after some use it will be a bit fuzzy, get a bit destroyed. Then you can take it out, turn it around, and you have a new fresh nib there. These are kind of pricey. There are Faber-Castells, they are artist pens. And I don't really need artist pencils or pens for the coloring books. I don't need the light fastness. But I have collected some of these. I don't have them all, but I have a kind of lot of them because they are so good for mandalas. And when you like this have a lot of small details to go around. Oh, I need some more tea. And I want the teapot away so I can turn the book around better. And as I said, the pit pens should dry into ink. It's Indian ink, waterproof, so even if I would use water-based mediums on the jellyfish later, it should not reactivate the background, even if I accidentally gets a bit out of the lines and into the background. Exactly. I almost ran out of tea. That's not good. Okay, I'm not really sure where. Okay, I think I just accidentally colored inside the line. It was a little bit too opaque, the gouache there, so I couldn't see where the lines actually was. But I don't think someone will notice that when it's finished. With so many details, so that is good with a picture with a lot of details. You can kind of fail or not be so careful everywhere, because no one will ever be able to see all the details and all, yeah, the whole picture, if you understand what I mean. I think it's so interesting how much paper affect mediums. I did some pictures, or I tried to do a picture with my castle art, which I haven't used much, but I didn't like it. It didn't work very well. But then I tried it on in another book, and then it worked like a charm. So if you have some kind of medium or pencils or pens that doesn't work very well, try them in another book before you give them away or just hide them in a corner. I'm not even sure I needed this first layer of the blue Faber-Castell. Maybe it would work as well without it. Colombia, oh Lala, hello. Thank you for being here. And everyone, I think you know Lala, don't you? I have shown her books in my cutest books videos, And in the beginning of this video, Lala, I was showing I'm doing this page in your book for my color along, Fairy House color along on Instagram. So I think this will be finished maybe tomorrow. So I think this is such a cute book. I love your illustrations. They are so super cute. So mostly I color those more cute pictures. These are more details and more, yeah, different kind of illustration style that I don't color as much. But it's nice the variation is nice. I have realized that is one of the reasons that I have a hard time to finish a coloring book. It's not just that I have lots and lots of coloring books and too little time. It's also that I really like the variation. If I have colored 1 or 2 pictures in a book, I mean, I colored when Hannah Carlson's new book came out, The Midnight Masquerade. I colored a lot of pictures in it in a row, but then I have one WIP now I haven't finished, and I feel like I don't want to color in this book anymore. Right now, at least. I hope the love for it will come back, but I really need something else. Even if it was another Hannah book or just a Lala picture or Klara Markova or this Kirby, I need the variation. And that is it's so good that we have so many great illustrators out there making all of these wonderful books. So we will never run out with books or pages or variation. Lossie, you are obsessed with the Hannah book? Yeah, that was my plan to finish it actually from page 1 and so on, but I got stuck on a page on a double spread with a lot of persons. You know, the one with the masquerade, people going to the masquerade, to this castle, and I realized those are not my favorite pages, and I hoped I would have been able to finish it during July when Sammy had this color along, this double page spreads color along, but I didn't manage to. I just colored my fairy houses so much, and I loved it so much I had to extend it to August as well. I was going to say here we have a blueberry, but of course it's a bubble. It's not a blueberry. It's kind of, you can see it's not even. I don't know how much, I think you can see it's not even. Markers in a background is hard because they will not give an even result. Maybe there are a way of doing that I can't. Maybe it would be better with one more layer of the Pitt pen. What I mostly do is that I use pencils on top to even it out. It's still much faster and easier to do an opaque background by using the layer of the pens, even if you have to go on top of, sorry, I'm so out of the frame, even if you have to go on top with pencils, it's much more fast than just use the pencils, because you would need many layers to get as an opaque result. Was it Bokus? I think it's the only page, or maybe the publisher has no selling site page, but otherwise I think Bokus is the only Swedish online store that is sending at least to some countries. I actually, when I ordered my Mysterious Cat book some weeks ago, I actually had to do a user on Amazon Japan, and I didn't know, and now I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was who helped me. Who was it? Was it you, Lucy? Someone told me that if I entered the page on Chrome, it would translate to English, and I didn't know that, so I signed up on the Japanese page. I had no idea what it said. I just tried to Google and use Google Translate, and I found some page. I Googled how to start an account on Japanese Amazon, and it helped me a bit, but then I accidentally ordered 2 books instead of one, and I couldn't find the cancel button as I had no idea what it said. So it was so much easier when I realized I could go to Chrome, and then I could cancel one book. It's not easy to do things in the... Yeah, it was you. No, it was not you. Okay. I can't remember who it was. At least not now, but someone helped me. And that was good because 2 books was too expensive. Okay, so we have still this all these things in the middle, and I have no idea what is background and what is something else. The line art. I think I have to go in and do more background when I have started to color. Hopefully things will get more clear then. So as I also said in the beginning, my first plan was to do this turquoise. But I did see some yellowish, glowing, orange kind of jellyfish when I was Googling for inspiration pictures. And I felt like, oh, I want to try that. Okay, I think this was a tentacle that I just made blue. But as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, and I don't think anyone will see in the end, as there are so many details. So I would be surprised if anyone are sitting with their magnifying glass and watching. Have she done all the tentacles right? No, she has not. I don't think anyone will do that. Oops. And I was going to go to Instagram and find other versions of this page for inspiration, but I couldn't come up with. I didn't know what hashtag to write. Kirby has so many books and pictures, but maybe I could have found it just by his name. Here I don't have the blue pencil underneath. It still worked. So I'm not sure if it's necessary, this first kind of layer. Okay, maybe I can start to work on the jellyfish a bit. Down here. I think it's so cool how the line art kind of pop out. You can see it better when you add this dark background around it. This I would definitely have speed up if I did a video. This is the bad part of the live stream concept. Okay, I think I will stop there. Otherwise I think I will fall asleep. Oh, let me see. Melody. I will see if it has bled through. I don't think so. No. Nowhere, not on the part where I had pencil underneath, and not the other one. I can color a bit down here where a little bit bigger part where I have not pencil underneath, because I think the paper then kind of suck in the color more than if you have this light layer of a colored pencil underneath. Okay, let's see. Here. No bleed through. I guess it can bleed through if you are slow or go back to same spot before it is really dry, because it can damage the paper, but it didn't do it here. Okay, let's see what to do next. My plan was to use pencils, but I actually fell a bit in love with these Pitt pens. I think I will do the line with this. It's, what is it? Cadmium yellow, 107. As I wanted some kind of yellow. Oh, Kenny, welcome. Yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to stream today, so I didn't do any post about it. But then I could. So here I am. Now I feel like, maybe I should have done it turquoise. But now it feels a little bit too late. Of course I could cover this with like Posca and restart, but I will do it this orange yellow I had planned, and then I can do the other one on the other page in turquoise if I want to try that. I guess I would have felt the same if I did it turquoise, and I would have said, no, maybe I should have done it turquoise. Okay, something like that. Yeah, that was my plan, Lassie. My plan was that it would, because that was what I saw on this reference photo, which I can't show you because I'm streaming through my phone today. But that was that the blue, which was a similar blue to this one. Yeah, Leslie, sweet dreams. So it was that it would stand out really well against the blue, the yellow orange. But now, what pencils should I use? Now I definitely would like to have that reference photo so I could look at it. I will try my Castle Art as I'm trying them out right now and see if that works. This is the golden yellow deep. Lemon yellow, which is more yellowish. The golden one was more orange. It works good on top of the gouache. Yeah, I think I will start with this lemon yellow and then layer with a more orange thing. And this is lemon yellow light. Okay, it was a little bit difficult over the gouache, but okay. There are a lot of bubbles here or spots on the jellyfish. I don't know how to do them. If I'm gonna do anything about them. Maybe darken them up later. Hi, Leah. I don't think I've said hi to you. Sorry if I have missed anyone. Heather, have I said hi to you? And anyone lurking, which always fine. Thank you for keeping us company, even if you are in the background. I have used these pencils too little to know if it's like this, but it feels like some pencils are softer and some are a bit harder, depending on which one I'm using. And it feels like this light yellow are covering a little bit less good than the darker ones on top of the gouache. Oh, Kenny, thank you. Oh, yeah, I was busy. Sorry. Oh, Pernilla is here. Welcome. And Kat, hello. Welcome. So, Pernilla, have you done any more fairy house? You did such beautiful one. I actually had an old set, a 72 set of these Castle Arts soft series, but they didn't have any names, the old ones. Maybe they had numbers, but I'm not even sure they had those. They had nothing, and that was so disturbing for me, so I sold them and bought this bigger set where they have names and numbers. That is good. Yeah, Pernilla, I understand that you are moving and stuff like that, so of course coloring is not what you have most time for. But I was happy you could do one. I think the nice thing about coloring is that you can kind of, it takes you to this other kind of world, even if you are still in the real world, and it's not disappearing as when you are reading, but it gives you this happy feeling. So it is a bit to go into a fantasy world, I think. Okay, this needs to be sharpened. You're soon finished with everything and we'll be back in business. That's good to hear. So this is still the lightest one, the lemon yellow light. I always plan to do a a video about my favorite budget pencils. But then I never can decide which is my favorite, and it changes all the time. I use one brand and think, oh, this is really good. This must be number one on my top list. And then I use another one and I think, oh, this is even better. Or, yeah, I have a hard time to decide what I really think. And then then I think, but I don't have the biggest set. I have to buy the bigger set before I can actually do a video about it. You know, I always can find reasons to need more stuff. And then I don't have the money for it, so then I have to wait. So, well, I guess you just have to wait for that one. And me. Okay, golden yellow deep. My plan is to have this lighter, the light lemon yellow light as the lightest color, and then use this, the lemon yellow, and go back to that golden one. So my plan is to kind of start where I have the outlines done this with a Pitt pen and go in a bit with this lemon, but still leave a little bit of the lightest color. And I hope that will make it look like it's glowing in the end. If it's light is in the middle, and surrounded by darker colors. So my first plan was to do this turquoise and then have this golden tone on all these things. So now when I have done it this way, I don't think I want the rest to be turquoise. I don't know. I need to think about that. If I want them to be in the same color or different color. Still the lemon yellow. It works pretty good on top of this gouache. I have to press a little bit harder maybe than if I didn't have it, but it works. And I can still layer the colors on top. And I think the lines are kind of visible still, but not so much. So I think it works fine, even if they are not all covered. So this is the lemon yellow, if you have forgotten. Castle Art Soft series. They are not super soft. They are not soft as I think Arteza is softer, and I think what is the name? I think the Black Widows are softer, but I think this is pretty good too. And they are a bit harder, but they still soft. Okay, so that was the lemon. Now we have light lemon and lemon, and now we're going back to the golden yellow deep, which I started with but then changed from. And I think I will find another one, an even more orange one later. I think I will do it like this, from light to darker, to slowly build up the colors and see how it will look. And I think these pencils work pretty well to layer on top of each other. It's a good layer pencil. The plan I had when my plan was to do it turquoise bluish was that it would be I had a plan of kind of doing the background on top of the jellyfish and then lighten it up with white to make it look like see-through, and you could see the you could see the sea through the jellyfish. So that will be difficult now, because if I add some of the blue, it will be green. So I don't really know if they will look translucent. They will look glowing though. Emily, hello! I just realized I need more stickers because I have a lot of cases, pencil cases, and I realized how boring they were. And I had some Nina Stanier stickers that I put on my Prismacolor case. But now I need to buy more, so I think I will order. I know you have some wonderful ones. You and Laura. I think I need some of those. Golden yellow deep. I really like the names. So far I haven't been using this so much, but I think the colors really explain what it is. Like golden yellow deep, you can totally see that in front of you, or this lemon yellow and lemon yellow light. Now is the question, what should I do with this one? Should I take them so they are visible, or should I keep them invisible? Don't know. I did 2 now, so if I change my mind I can cover them with Gouache or Posca and kind of start over. Not sure. Thank you, Nelly, and hello. If I haven't said hello, I start to forget who I have said hello to. Yeah, it's a very intense yellow. I will find another one. Brilliant yellow. Oh, love that name. Brilliant yellow. That is more orange tone, I think. I think I'll need some more orange. Let me see. Cadmium orange deep. Maybe. I will see. Oh, that was really, really dark. Look at this. If you want contrasts, it's good to have a really light color and then add darker around it to make it glow, make it look light. Because if you just have a light color next to the white page, it will not glow, because then it will just be, you can't even see it, it's just a light color. And maybe I don't have to have these really dark cadmium orange deep, but I kind of liked it. No, Nelly, I'm not using Coloursoft. I am using Castle Art soft series. And I guess there must be a... there is a color called cadmium orange light, and it looks like, if you look on the color here on the barrel, it looks like a skin tone color. It doesn't look at all like an orange one, but I will try it just for the name and see. Yeah, actually it is an orange. So the name was more accurate than the color on the barrel. That is why it's good to do swatches of all your colors. I have not done it yet on these. I know some people, like my friend Reka Color, who loves to do swatch books and swatches, and I have a swatch book, but I always want to color instead. I don't have the patience. So my new... Yeah, there are budget pencils. They are cheaper than Prismacolors, Colorsofts, and all those polychromos. Even if they're not super cheap when I buy them from abroad, but yeah, they are still cheaper. The nice things is that there are really good budget pencils. The bad thing about them are that they mostly can't be bought separately. So if you get a favorite color in the set and it runs out, you will not be able to buy just that one. This is the cadmium orange light again. And back to the cadmium orange deep. So I have started some swatches, for example, with my Pablos, and then I got bored in the middle of them, so I have not swatched them all, and the same for some other brands. And then they're not so useful, those charts, those swatches. Yeah, maybe I should color these patterns in to make it more interesting. Pickle, Mika, good morning, Helen, hello. Castle art are not exactly like castle art. No, castle art are exactly like castle art. Sorry, they are not exactly like the Black Widows. The Black Widows are much softer, I think. These are also good pencils. At least on some paper I thought on some papers they were really too hard for my taste, but now it works. On this paper it works pretty well. So these are good. I know a lot of people who love them. Sing, hello, welcome. So now I'm using the cadmium orange deep and kind of fill in Kirby's patterns. But I'm not doing the whole, he has done like circles. I'm just filling in half of them to make them visible, but not too visible. Emily, that was strange that they have two sets castle art with the same amount of pencil, but the tins are different in the price. That was odd. I know I mostly use polychromos or Prismacolors when I color, but I thought it would be nice to use some cheaper brands sometime. I'm using, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, welcome in to the stream. I'm using Castle Arts 120 set, which is a budget brand compared to Prismacolor or Polychromos. And I did a base. First, I cover the lines of the jellyfish with some Winsor & Newton designer's gouache, permanent white with a little bit of water and a brush. And then I did a base layer with just a regular classic color, Faber-Castell, a blue one, in the background. I don't know if you can see because I haven't covered it all. Because after that I went on top of that with a Pitt pen, Faber-Castell's Pitt Artist pen, cobalt blue. And then I used cadmium yellow, I think it was called, Pitt pen also to cover the lines of the jellyfish. And after that I went to the lemon yellow light, the lemon yellow, the golden yellow deep, the cadmium orange deep, and the cadmium orange light for the jellyfish. And that is the Castle Art pencils. Okay, so there are hard and soft ones when it comes to Castle Art. I have the soft series, which I think is kind of soft, but they are not soft as Prismacolors or Black Widows, or even Arteza, I think. But they are good. So I guess the hard ones I would think would be really, really hard. Okay, let's zoom in again. So on this paper they feel really soft, these ones. On some paper I have felt they feel more hard. So I guess the paper, the size don't matter, but the paper really matter. And someone wished for me to do a video where I showed my shortest pencils. And I am planning to do that, but some of my really small ones, like, I don't remember if you saw my last stream some weeks ago when I was using my little bit of Oh, I don't remember. It was a Prismacolor pencil. It's lost. I don't know where it is. Some of our small ones, they are so small that they have been hidden. They are hiding somewhere in the house. So I will do a video when I find them. And if I don't find them, I have to I can do a video anyway and estimate the length of them. Yeah, they are so tiny, so they disappeared. Well, actually, they are not so tiny. They shouldn't disappear, but they are tiny. And apparently, we have too many places in the house to hide. I have, I, I think it's like this: when you search for something, at least for me, when I search for something, I never find it, but I always find something else that was missing. So probably sometime when I'm searching for something else, they will come up. Now I'm trying to fill in some of his lines to make them stand out a little bit more. With this orange, this cadmium orange deep. Oh, Joy, welcome. Welcome. All the way from Canada. I don't think I have any gray that are shortest. It took me a long time to start use my grays. Gray is one of my least favorite colors. But when I understood that how good grays could be for shading, and I started to use them, well, at least now they are shorter than from start, but it took me so long time to start using them. I thought, why on earth do Prismacolor and Polychromos and Pablo and the other set, why do they have so many grays? But if yours are so short, I understand that you were brighter than me and you understood what they were, the meaning of them, before I did. But every set where I have bought them single one by one and slowly collected them until I had the full set, I always bought grays as the last ones. No, not that one. I definitely should have been swatching this. I think this was better. This is a terracotta. I wanted something a little bit darker for some spaces. Thank you, Sing. I'm happy you like my yellow jellyfish. I want it to glow really, really much. This is the terracotta, and I'm using the Castle Art Soft Series. Where do I want it to be dark? And after this, I will go back with all the colors again. Yes. Now I want Now I want to make this lightest part a little less bright and not so light, I mean, and not so big area. Let me see. I will go in with the golden eep and use it on top of the orange parts, and also use it a bit closer into the lightest parts. I have some color here that should not be there, but hopefully it will not be so visible. No, I use pencil then Pitt pen, but I will use pencil on top. The background is not finished. I just wanted to do it a little bit to make everything else stand out. So I probably will go on top of the Pitt pen with a pencil. Cadmium orange deep. To even it out, the background. Hello, Carola. I was thinking of you. Could you feel that? I was thinking. I was I was almost saying we don't have Carola here, the timekeeper. But Elin is here, and she is also good at keeping time. But I don't know, Elin, are you here still? Have you fallen asleep, maybe? Maybe something like that. And let me see. Back to the lemon yellow. And that lemon yellow light, which was the lightest color I was using. Thank you, Lossie. 2 hours. Time flies. So 1 more hour if the energy and the voice will be with me. So I guess if I would want this to look more realistic and more like an actually translucent jellyfish, it would need to have some kind of bluish tone from the background. I don't know if I want that. So I just think I will skip that part. Let me see. I will go in with the cadmium orange light, the one that didn't look orange at all on the barrel, but was kind of orange. I will use it in some of these to make them a little bit more visible. Oh, my tea. I forgot about my tea. Now it's probably super cold. Okay, some cold tea, anyone? That was not the best tea I've had. Going back with the terracotta, which so far is the darkest color I have been using. And that's cadmium deep orange. And that cadmium orange light that looked like a skin tone more on the barrel. Hi Vicky, and welcome to this Saturday Kirby stream. Okay, let's see. I don't have a plan for the tentacles. I might go in with some more orange in some places. Yeah, cold tea. I mean, it's not like iced tea when you have sugar in it. It was just cold tea. I didn't like that. Okay, let's see. I think I'll go in with the light. No, the lemon yellow. Mona, hello. Have I said hi to you? I'm not sure. I wonder if this is. I think I need to. Maybe I can. No, the other one is not looking exactly the same, the opposite page. I think I need to go and see someone else's finished picture to see if this is background or actually. I can't see with the line art. I had too much gouache there. And the same here. It's really difficult. Not that it matter, I guess, that it's exact. As I said, when the picture have so many tiny details, I don't think people will stare at every detail. I am so excited for the small little mini version of Johanna Basford's Secret Garden. I think it was that one she's gonna release in a really small size. I do love small books. I don't know if I color more in them, but it's something so cute about them, and it's perfect for travels. Let me see. Yeah, I definitely need to do a plan for these, the rest. This was the easy part, for me at least, to find out how to do the background and the jellyfish. But now we have the rest. I really need to sharpen it. It's kind of soft, as it says on the barrel, because otherwise it wouldn't been already been like that. No, I wouldn't say. I don't know if it works on top of the gouache, but I used it to hide the lines. So, but it did work well on top of them too, but it was not for that purpose I used it. It was to lighten up the lines so the jellyfish would look more translucent and don't have that big black line. I'm using the Castle Arts Joy. I haven't been using them much. I used them a little bit before, but then I had an old set which didn't have any names or numbers, so I could never tell people what I was using. So I found that as an excuse to buy the bigger set. And when it came, I for some reason didn't use them. But now I thought today I was going to do that. Well, I have just been using them now, so it's a little bit early to say. Well, I did try them in another book, and I didn't think they felt very soft in that book, but now they feel okay. I just did the tentacle from the other jellyfish, which I haven't decided color for. It's this talking and coloring. Well, I can't take it away now. So if I'm not going to keep it yellow, I guess I will go on top of it with more gouache, or a pit pen. No, not a pit pen, Posca pen. Now I have an idea for these. Maybe I should do them turquoise anyway. My plan was to do these turquoise, or maybe I should do them blue as well, but in another blue, and then cover everything with white outlines. No, 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 not do that, not do that. It's gouache or gouache. Thank you. I know I have problems with saying it, And I once saw a video with someone saying it right, and I was thinking, oh, good, now I know how to say it. But now I forgot it. So gouache or gouache? Gouache? Yeah, it's a difficult word. Almost as difficult as this phthalutanium blue, or how do you say that? My desk is too small. Yeah, I think these need a little bit darker details to at least those details on the jellyfish. I'm not sure how much they are visible. But that is the good thing with pencils, you can always darken it up. Hello, Della, if I haven't said hi to you. Thank you, Losse. Yeah, I know. And my English, when I started to do streams and a podcast, it was so bad. Now it's just quite bad, but at least it's better. And I do rely on your ability to kind of read minds, so understand what I mean, even if I say the wrong words. I don't have faith in me, but I have faith in you. Yeah, I think the gao. I need to scroll up again and see what you said. How I said it. I can't remember it for the word gouache. Gouache. I think it makes the paper a bit more toothy, which I suppose is good, but also a bit uneven as my layer wasn't super easy. Isn't gouache always meant to be a bit translucent? It is a bit more opaque than watercolors, I think, but... Oh no, that was the wrong tentacle. Okay. But I haven't been using gouache much, not only because I can't say it, because, well, I haven't been using it. But I thought it was a kind of a little bit more opaque watercolor version. But hopefully someone with more knowledge will answer you. Okay, let me see. Golden yellow deep. I will try to. I need to put away my tea. And some cadmium orange deep. Okay, back to the golden yellow deep. Hello and welcome. It's Kirby. Kirby's Saturday. Hello, Grune. I guess I just could let them have no shading, so color just be this very light yellow. Maybe that's better, actually. that depends on how I will do all the rest. All the rest. The jellyfish and everything the jellyfish is kind of giving birth to. It's like a big antenna with flowers and a pineapple and stuff. I wonder. Now I'm kind of picturing my colors in front of me. I saw pink and thought, no, I don't want pink. Then I saw green in front of me and thought, yeah, it might work with this light green, almost turquoise green, or turquoise light blue. That would work together with the yellow and the blue. And now let me see. Now I'm picturing red. But I think red is such a dominant color. I don't think I want it to be red, and I don't think it would look good. And of course I can have different colors. Okay, now I'm gonna try to picture it in different colors. Like all the leaves, green and stuff like that. That is also one version. It could also do them orange and then more yellow as they go, but then the jellyfish will not be the glow. It wouldn't glow as much as then they would conquer with that. So far I feel most for the turquoise blue version. Or maybe pink, or maybe green. Where are my pencils? Here. You see it as the algae and plants that have attached themselves to the jellyfish as it swims. I would say green. Yeah, green could definitely work. While I'm thinking about that, I think I will darken these things up just to make them more visible. And the question is if I should go over everything with this gouache. Why is it so hard for me? Yeah, but I like to, of course, I'm gonna decide, but it's nice with suggestions, so just keep them coming. Quack, like quack. Gouache. Yeah, gouache. Thank you again. Gouache. Gouache. It's such a strange word. I mean, is it even English or is it like French? Gouache. When I see the spelling, it doesn't seems. Think wash your hands with a G in front. Gouache. Yeah, that's perfect. Gouache. But you know, I will probably sit here next time and say, oh, what word was it that I should put a G in front of? But I will try to remember. Gouache. Wash your hands. So as I said in the beginning, live streams is always fun, but now it's even more, I think, maybe the best way of coming together right now when we should keep the distance. but at least we can cyber connect. We'll see how light I will go on this. I might go in with some more of the orange, cadmium orange deep. You think, Heather? Don't say it so. I mean, thank you. No pressure. I think this jellyfish looks really good, but the rest, you know? The rest, the rest, the rest. I think some kind of green. But then is the question what to do with the next page, if the pages should be connecting. If I should do this jellyfish the same color. I guess it would look strange maybe if I did not do it glowing too, then it would be just this visible and the other one would be look boring. We'll see. Yeah, I know, Heather. I know. My self-esteem is not the best. And oh, what is this? I was going to say I haven't dropped any tea or any pencil so far, but then I realized I should not say that because you know what will happen then. Not that I'm superstitious, but okay, thank you. Thank you, Carola. So half an hour left. Half an hour left. I could work more on this one, but it feels like it would be nice to start something here. And I think I like that green ID, but I don't know. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe I could go like darker green up here and then lighter as you go down the page. Or I also had an idea to that isn't a good idea to do the other jellyfish green or night color so that it still pops against the background. Good idea. Because I was thinking of doing the same background, this blue, on the other page to keep it together. But we'll see, one thing at a time. Well, in this case, maybe not one thing at a time. Yeah, one idea was also to do them like blue. And I mean really, really night blue, even darker than the background. And then outline them. That could be really cool. Or not. Yeah, I was also thinking about turquoise. Yes, dark to light under jellyfish. Yeah, you also think so, Heather, because it would be more obvious maybe that these would be lighter as if this was a lamp and they were lit by the lamp, but I think they would stand out more next to this if it was darker here. But it would be nice if something happened during the way, when we come a bit away from the glowing jellyfish. So let me see. Purple is also a nice idea. I always, this is true. I always end up using turquoise or purple when I don't know what to use. So that could work. Pink pink was the first color I said, and then I dismissed this and said no, not pink, but actually maybe pink could work too. You see, anything can go. Maybe not brown. I wouldn't like brown. So if I'm gonna keep doing this castle art, what? And I don't have the swatch, so now I'm just staring at my pencils here for some inspiration. I don't feel purple. I don't feel pink, I think. That is rhyming, pink, I think. I'm more leaning towards turquoise or blue or green. Or it would be kind of cool, like purple to pink. But let me see. Do I not have any test paper around? Okay, I found the tiniest little paper here. Let's use that. Just to swatch, do a mini swatch. That was teal green. And yeah, I might go with turquoise, as I actually had the idea for the jellyfish to be turquoise. This is a lighter one. This is cobalt turquoise green. And then I always can go and do them darker, like this blue idea I had, if I want to try that out. I wish I had the reference photo so I could show you. And the question is if I'm gonna do everything to get one by one. You know, like one flower at a time, or if I just should kind of, yeah, I don't know. This will be interesting. But I think I will start with these two, and we have the jade green. It's even more, oh, can you see? Jade green. I kind of prefer these cobalt turquoise green and teal green, but if I want to go more greenish, which would stand out more, then it's jade green, and we have this mint green light. And then a one called emerald green. Here it is, very green. Okay, here we have the thing I can't say, phthalo green light. Very green. But the good thing with turquoise is that it's a mix of green and blue. So I guess I could go either way if I change my mind and do it green or blue. I just want to try these really dark ones too, just to see. But then it would totally disappear into the background, so I definitely would need to outline them with white. Here we have a Prussian blue, perfect for a night sky. And the Delft blue. These could work on top of the background when I will even that out. Okay. So I will just start and see how it looks. Because I still haven't decided if I want to put the let me see, wash, but with a G, gouache. If I want to outline these two with gouache. Hello, Jennifer. Or if not. If I should keep the black lines. And of course I could also use the pit pens here. That would be so much faster. But they are more permanent and harder to change your mind about. Let me see. Now we have the teal green. I think we need something dark in there. Maybe the phthalo green. And of course, a mix of colors could be cool too. I don't just need turquoise, but I think that would make the page more harmonic, more calm, compared to using a lot of different colors. So it's always what you want to do with the picture. Okay, I find some new colors I want to swatch. This was the cypress green. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is the cerulean blue middle. I really like that cypress green. I think I will use that up here. For some shadings. I think that if I take away the lines with gouache, then they would be more glowing looking, like this one. But I don't think they need to be glowing, as we have the jellyfish that are glowing. And I also want to do something with the bubbles and things in the background. Yeah, we have to see. And I still have some things here that can be tentacles. So I might do some yellow parts as well. And I could always change during the way, so go from turquoise to green. Could also change this to blue, make it let me see, make it turquoise and then light green. So there are still possibilities, even if I have started the page. I mean the thing coming out of it. So far it looks like this from a distance. This is the cobalt turquoise green. I found myself leaning towards, I like the turquoise greens more than the turquoise blues, almost in every set. So I think all the colors you said would have worked. The purple, the pink, the greens. Why I chose turquoise was because I always like turquoise, especially in underwater pictures. Mostly I use them for the ocean, but now I have this really blue for the ocean, so then I thought, and I had this plan to do the jellyfish turquoise, and I didn't go with that plan, so I thought I would add in turquoise now and see if that is good. Thank you. Thank you. You like my jellyfish? The cypress green. Nanamoo, hello and happy Saturday. It's soon time for us Sammy streaming today. I was going to say it's time soon for Sammy stream, but then I realized I don't know. But she usually streams. That was the jade green, no, the mint green light. I'm just testing different things here to give it some variation. My plan was to have it just one color and then change it, but I might go in with some jade green, mint green too, to around these more turquoise ones, because it gets more interesting, at least when you look at it from a close view as I'm doing. And we have these Kirby things. Do you have a name for them? I think it's in almost every book. Thank you. So 15 minutes left. Sammy is streaming today. Perfect. So then you have so much fun to look forward to. Yeah, it's like doodles. Exactly. That's true. It is what it is. It's doodles. So for next stream, which hopefully will be next weekend if I'm not totally exhausted after my first work week, do you want me to keep doing this, or do you want me to finish all the doodles and start the background? Or yeah, you can wish. If you are here on the stream now, you can wish. Here is the Castle Art Titanium White. I will try that. Some blending. Yeah, it has been like that for a long time. I just stream once a week. It's hard for me to find time to stream. So yeah, maybe sometime in the future I can stream more often, but not as it is now. Okay, Nelly, I will then keep coloring and experiment together with you and just do it together with you, even if it's maybe you will be bored of all the details. Okay, so I'm just using these colors, the same ones over and over again: the cobalt turquoise green, the teal green, the cypress green, and a little bit of the mint green light so far. You love the details, perfect. I don't think, yeah, I did this Egyptian page by Kirby. That was also a lot of details, but I think these have lots of more details, more doodles. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do them one by one, but I think I want to. This is the mint green. I think I will use some of the cypress green to darken them up. Oh, that was a cool combo. On top of each other, they actually turn a little bit different color, of course. I don't think you can see such big difference, maybe from a distance. I will not work, I think, super much on every detail, like shading a lot, but by just using two colors, at least something is happening, like the cypress green and the cobalt turquoise green, for example, like I used on this leaf, and then a little bit of this lighter as a transition between them. I'm not used to do like this. I mean, mostly I do the leaves and the flowers in different colors. Mostly, surprise, the leaves in greens and the flowers in other colors. But this was fun and kind of relaxing. Yeah, I will try to stream on Saturday. The only reason when I'm not streaming, how do you say that? Is when I'm sick or too exhausted, or if I need to do something with my family, or if I'm going to visit my sister or something like that, if I'm busy or sick. Otherwise, I try to stream. I think I will try to do the background until next time, so you don't have to see me doing, I mean, you know how I did it now, just the same, just covering. So far this turquoise is kind of dark, so I'm not know how much it will be visible against this blue, but I could always make it lighter closest to the sea, or I could darken this up, or I could do dots after, or something to make it. There's always things you can do. And maybe I can do the swatch in my book to next time, so I can easier find colors in this set. Well, as I'm gonna start working, I guess maybe I will not have time to do the swatches. As I have like 3 different interviews for the podcast to edit, and the color along, and you know, just everything. And family. The other day I was thinking, oh, when I retire, I can work more with my channel and my podcast. And then I started to count years and realized it's a lot of years left until then. Oh, thank you, Kenny. I do think that is... I don't have a lot of self-esteem when it comes to technique and things like that, but or drawing or things. But yeah, I have this staring technique, and I think it works fine for me. And I also like to use quite a small amount of colors. I'm not very good at using a lot of different colors in the same picture. Then I can't find the balance. And I think one of the reasons I don't like pictures with a lot of details is that then you have to do so many different color decisions, and my staring technique doesn't work very well then. But if I do it like this and use a limited palette, then it's easier. Well, it's nice. I was scared of this page before, but now it's really nice to color it actually. Yeah, I guess we are evolving. Although I have felt the last couple of weeks or days that everyone is evolving except for me. But I guess that's a common feeling. We can't see the progress ourselves. Oh, you think my channel is inspiring? Thank you. I always feel, yeah, I always feel like I don't really have the time to make a good channel and make a lots of videos, and I'm not the best tutor, but I'm so happy for everyone that wants to spend their time together with me. And I do hope to become better and do better videos in the future. Maybe until I retire in like 15 years or something like that. So I think I will leave you here. Now we have a plan. My plan so far is I still can make this a little bit more glowing if I want to by adding, yeah, just keep, maybe go in with some white on top of this and maybe some more orange, and we'll see. No, it's not not pizza today. It's pasta. Something Italian. Today it's pasta. So the plan is that I'm gonna finish the background with a pit pen, so you don't have to watch that process. And then we keep coloring this next time I can stream, and maybe I just will go from this darker turquoise to a lighter one, or I can go from this to green, light green, with or light blue, and then I have to decide later what to do with this jellyfish, because they are kind of meeting here, and as you know, I by mistake did one of his or her tentacle too yellow, but I can change that. So everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Have a nice time at Sammy's, and we keep doing this later. Thank you for the company. I had a super nice Saturday together with you. Bye.